for the Mew VMAX, turn 2, grabbing the Mew VMAX evolving. Now we can go ahead and go for boss's orders right there. We will be able to get the knockout on that Pokemon. We're going to go Fusion Strike System, draw some more cards. If they had something like Oricorio out, we could hit them for even more damage if we really needed to. But we are going to go for Cross Fusion Strike, and we are going to copy Techno Blast for the OHKO, drawing 2 prize cards. You are now watching Zach Lesage, the best place to learn about competitive Pokemon TCG. Let's get it! What's poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, Zach Lesage here. Today we are going to be going over Mew VMAX once again. There's been a couple changes to the deck. We've added in Cram-o-matic, Battle Pass, yanked out the Toxtricity, so it is going to be a completely new deck profile, and this is more in line with what's been crushing these Limitless events, so hopefully you enjoy this deck. It is in the description, so you can copy and paste that right into PTCGO. Let's jump right into the deck profile. So here we have it, Mew VMAX in all of its glory. Mew VMAX is all about its Cross Fusion Strike attack, so you can choose one of your bench Fusion Strike Pokemon's attacks and use it as this attack. You don't need to have the energies required to use that attack, you just need the 2 colorless energies for Cross Fusion Strike. Now, we don't have too many Pokemon we can copy their attacks, but mainly you're going to be copying Genesect V's Techno Blast attack for doing 210 damage. You can't attack during your next turn, but Mew VMAX also has free retreat, so we have ways to get around that. You could also copy your own Mew VMAX, so you can use Max Miracle for 2 colorless energies. You can copy Psychic Leap if you have some damage counters on you or if you need an attack. I'm sure you're going to find opportunities to use Glistening Droplets, or you might even use Dyna Barrier if you're facing against a VMAX deck. Mew VMAX can hit for a lot of damage really easily, and you can accelerate energies with Ellis's Sparkle. Now, this deck does run off of a Fusion Strike system engine, so you get to draw as many cards as you have Fusion Strike Pokemon in play so that your hand matches that. So it's one of those things where you want to have cards that you could kind of get rid of in your hand easily. We have cards like Quick Ball and stuff that can discard other cards from your hand. The cool card we have in the deck is Cram-o-matic. So a lot of players are playing this. If you pitch an item from your hand, you get to flip a coin. If heads, you search your deck for any card. Not only do you get the benefit of the Cram-o-matic if you get the heads, but you also get the benefit of discarding an item card from your hands to be able to search your deck for something else. So maybe you need to get some more Power Tablets, or maybe you want to get a Battle VIP Pass on the first turn. You have a lot of ways, even with Peony, to directly search for the cards that you want to search for out of your deck, draw cards with Fusion Strike system, and hit hard with Cross Fusion Strike, copying Techno Blast most of the time. I did also change up the stadium count a little bit, so we are going with Old Cemetery being the best stadium in the deck, but we have 2 copies of Stormy Mountains. I see a lot of players playing a lot of other things, maybe Crystal Cave or shopping centers. I included Stormy Mountains in this deck because, for one, it allows you to bump other Old Cemeteries, or if you have Old Cemeteries in your hand that get clogged up, so you draw less cards with Fusion Strike system. So playing 2 stadiums makes a lot of sense, but you do get the benefit of grabbing a Latias out of your deck. Not the biggest benefit, but it does allow you to draw cards with Fusion Strike system, and it's not really a popular stadium, so you should be able to bump everything, including Path to the Peak, so you can use Fusion Strike system. We have Fan of Waves CRE, and overall, this list has been performing great. Let's jump into some gameplay to see exactly how this deck really performs. So we're going to start off by winning the coin flip. That's absolutely hype. Let's go. Let's go first. This is definitely a deck where you can get set up better than your opponent on the first turn, draw more cards, and be prepared for a quick turn 2. So I'm fine getting no basics. Most of the basics in our deck are really good. Genesects and Mews preferred here. Now, when it comes down to Pokemon that we want to start with, this has 2 retreat, this has 1 retreat. I think it's pretty easy that we want to go for the Genesect, and we did start with a Battle Pass. So let's go ahead and go Oricorio in the active spots. I think that seems fair. We could attach an Air Balloon or something else like that, or switch out of it. However it works, it shouldn't be too hard to get out of the active spots. Even if we need to attach an energy, it is a possibility. So let's see what our opponent is playing here. Looks like they're playing some Clamperl. Not sure entirely what they're going for. We're going to go ahead and get fully set up here. So let's go Battle VIP Pass. We are going to look through our deck first. We can only play this card on our first turn. Let's go ahead and grab a Genesect. Let's go ahead and grab a Mew so that we have access to I like to have 2 Mews in play. We're going to go Genesect. We're going to go Mew. I'm going to attach the energy to the Mew. Now I could go Stormy Mountain and go for a Latias here, but I think it's better for us to just go ahead and go Fusion Strike System first and draw some cards. We'll see what we want to do after that. Do we want to put another one down? I think I'm like safe leaving that spot out there. I am going to use it just to double check through the deck again. But next turn we should be able to go ahead and grab a switch, Mew VMAX, and we are good to rock and roll against whatever our opponent has. Using boss's orders to bring up whatever he wants, or something like that. Now, let's go ahead here and, yeah, we'll go ahead and pass. Don't want to put Mew down. We could draw 2 more cards if we really needed to, but I think we could play down a lot of our hand next turn. So let's go ahead here and pass our turn away. See what our opponent has to offer. Now, looks like they're going to be playing the new DRAGAPULT with, I guess they're just playing the new DRAGAPULTs. DRAGAPULT Stage 2 focuses on a lot of Pokemon, being Fusion Strike in play, so maybe they're playing Genesect as well. If their version does play Genesect to draw cards, which, I mean, there we go. We're seeing some of these new archetypes play out. We want to be going after their Genesect Vs because they are worth 2 prize cards. That's the big deal. I don't think they necessarily have crazy huge OHKO potential, but we can go after these Genesects pretty early on in the game. So let's go ahead and try to get set up here a little bit. So we are going to go ahead here and we can attach a Fusion Strike Energy to this Mew because we do want to get set up with that. We can't play Boss and Peony in the same turn. That's going to be our biggest drawback. So let's go ahead here and go. We won't need the Latias at all. So let's go Fog Crystal. Let's waste. We're not going to get anything else there. We are going to put down a Mew V here. I'd like to get another Genesect, to be honest, but it is one of those things where I want to try to play out this hand in entirety. We are going to go Old Cemetery against our opponent, so we are playing a Stadium to get out of our hand to draw cards with Fusion Strike System, and let's see what we can get with Fusion Strike System. Now, we do find the switch. We don't have everything we want yet, though. That's the biggest issue that we have to deal with. Oh, actually, you want to know what? We do have everything that we have. So we are good here. So we are going to go ahead here and go switch into the Mew V. This is turn 2, by the way. So we're going to go for the Mew VMAX, turn 2. Turn 2, grabbing the Mew VMAX, evolving. Now we can go ahead and go for boss's orders right there. We will be able to get the knockout on that Pokemon. We're going to go Fusion Strike System, draw some more cards. If they had something like Oricorio out, we could hit them for even more damage if we really needed to. But we are going to go for Cross Fusion Strike, and we are going to copy Techno Blast for the OHKO, drawing 2 prize cards. So far, so good. We have the Cram-o-matic. Maybe we could double Cram-o-matic. Let's try our luck. Now, don't be like me in some of my early testing games and forget that you have to discard an item card. Keep that very much in mind while you're playing this out. We'll see what our opponent has going on here. Ooh, they are going to be going right down to nothing in their hand. So they're just going to be sacrificing this. How does Infestation work? Can't retreat during your next turn. Okay. Might be a little bit tough for us to deal with since we can't attack, but we might be able to find switch just to get another knockout. So let's go ahead here and go. We don't need the power tablets. So let's go Cram-o-matic. We're going to choose the power tablet to discard. We got the heads. That's awesome. We are going to go ahead here and grab a switch out of our deck. Let's go switch right here into the Mew. We're going to go ahead, retreat back. We're going to attach to the Mew. And we are going to go for Ellis's Sparkle so we can get fully powered up here with all these different Pokemon. Let's just grab another energy so we can split them up. We can now even use Fusion Strike System. You can see how this deck has some crazy turns going on for it. And there's the concession from our opponents. So we're going to call it coin flip. We lost the coin flip. That's okay. We'll see exactly how it works out this game. Let's, you want to know what? We're going to start with Mew. Mew has free retreat. It's much better than starting with pretty much anything else. And you can see we can play through a lot of our hand right now. There's no reason to put down this Genesect V because our opponent's likely not going to do anything. So we'll have to see what's going on there. Our opponent playing some kind of Rapid Strike something. Not sure if it's going to be Rapid Strike URSHIFU or if we're going to be hitting into Rapid Strike Inteleon. But of course, we're going to take as many cards as possible. Rapid Strike URSHIFU. They probably don't want to see this matchup. So they're gonna get the Sobbles, get us up all everything set up. Let's see how we can kind of counteract that. So let's go Fog Crystal here. We're playing Fog Crystal first, so we can actually, let's go for a Psychic Energy. I was going to grab a Mew, but we probably just want to grab a Psychic Energy to get all powered up and set up here. So let's go through that. Let's double check through our deck. We have one Mew VMAX in our hand. We have one in our prize cards. Things are looking really good for us right now. Let's go Psychic Energy goes here. Let's put some Genesect down. We can go ahead here and quick ball away our Evolution Incense, just because I don't think we necessarily need it right now. We can go ahead and grab another Mew. So right now, I think this is why Mew is good. Not only is it a powerful deck, there are popular decks out there that are weak to Mew. Let's go ahead and go Old Cemetery. Let's go ahead and go Latias goes down, because again, we are playing against a VMAX deck. This could be good. Might not be the best time to play the Latias down, but we do have opportunities to now use Fusion Strike System to draw 4 cards. This is our first turn of play. We could use Peony. I think Peony could be really good for us, but I don't really want to pitch this hand away. So I'm going to go ahead and just go for Energy Mix. So we can attach, search our deck for an energy card and attach it to one of our Fusion Strike Pokemon. Let's go ahead and put the Fusion Strike energy on this Mew on the bench. So if anything were to ever happen to our active Mew, let's say they just randomly got a knockout, or you know what I'm saying? Like, there's ways that things could happen. I don't think it's necessarily going to happen, but now we're protected with the double Mew VMAX, and next turn we're looking like we're in a good position to just get an OHKO. So overall, pretty good. Looks like our opponent might be struggling a little bit to follow these knockouts back to back to back to back. They are going to take some damage as well there from the Old Cemetery, because Old Cemetery is going to work quite well against their deck. Let's see how they play this out. If they don't find another URSHIFU, we will just respond with a knockout. So yeah, they're fine. I'm fine with them using Gmax Rapid Flow. Totally happy with them picking those Pokemon as well, because even if they knock those out, they're going to still be having an upwards battle. Let's go ahead and go Mew VMAX here, because now we can go ahead and copy some things. We do have opportunities where we could use Capture Energy, so I think Capture Energy seems pretty good here. Just to play down, maybe we could grab another Pokemon out and draw some cards. So you want to what? Let's go ahead and go Capture Energy. I think that seems fine. We're going to reduce the damage that they have from their Pokemon from Oricorio. And even though we have cards like Battle Pass in the deck, we can end up drawing out of that. So let's go Air Balloon, since this one's likely to get knocked out. And of course, they're just going to concede. This is one of those videos where no matter how many games I get to try to play, I am going to have a lot of opponents concede. I maybe played about 3-4 games before playing this deck, tried to find some peeps to play games with, and it's one of those things where not too many players want to play against Mew VMAX, not too many players want to sit there as Mew VMAX absolutely clobbers them. If they're playing dark decks or something like Duraludon, yeah, they want to play it, because those are relatively good matchups against Mew, but pretty much everything else Mew does very well against, and that's why Mew is pretty much the undisputed best deck in format at this time. So it's one of those things, we got to see exactly how the Mew works, the Cram-o-matic works, didn't necessarily use Power Tablet, but didn't necessarily need it at the same time. I think Mew VMAX is really one of those like real deal decks, and if you don't have the cards for it, I totally recommend picking them up. They are expensive, even if you're trading for them on PTCGO, but you can use code Lesage5 at PTCGOstore.com. That link is in the description, so if you want to copy and paste that right into PTCGO store, you could totally get that 5% discount if it helps you out anything. Otherwise, I completely understand. Some decks are just going to be a little too expensive to build. That being said, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, because I did go out of my way to build the Mew VMAX deck and even update it to this version. Give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and hopefully we catch up with you for some more Fusion Strike content. Peace out and have a great day. I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It means the world to me. And my goal with this channel is to spread my love of the game and knowledge with our entire Pokemon TCG community. If you haven't already, help signal boost this video to other Pokemon TCG fans by liking it, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. Hopefully we reach our goals really soon. Check out this recommended video, and have yourself a great day. Thanks.